Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we got to talk about Cenat being upset that the Shade Room Teens page, I think it is, did not post DDG's streamer prom photos. Why are we upset about that? If DDG's already called out the Shade Room and had allegedly said that they were sending paperwork or threatening to send over paperwork, and you called out the Shade Room at the BET Awards and everything else for their coverage on the DDG and Halle Bailey battle with going on their legal stuff, why would they post anything involving DDG ever again? See, y'all can't have it both ways, right? Y'all can't have it both ways to where y'all want to be on all the publications, y'all want to be on the news and everything else, but then when y'all threaten lawsuits or you come for them to their face and everything else, and then they don't post you anymore, now it's a problem. See, this is what Kevin Hart was trying to explain to you, Kaisen, that I hope you got the message that he was trying to tell you behind the scenes at the BET Awards, like, listen, looky here, like, I risked a lot by vouching for you. Don't make me look bad by doing that. I said that I wouldn't host if you wouldn't be allowed to stream and made sure that you and your people got your credentials. Now, we can talk about the red carpet thing in a little bit here after this clip, but I'm trying to teach you game. I'm trying to give you wisdom as an elder, as somebody who is older than you, who has been in this business for decades, that there's certain ways you got to move. And if you're on a platform like the BET Awards, you need to have your shoes tied. If they're having a dress code, you got to have your shoes tied. I don't care how much the shoes cost. I don't care how much the watch costs. There's a level of professionalism, not just in your appearance, but how you conduct yourself. Why are we saying the N-word all the time? And everything else. And all of this and all of that. Like there's levels to this, right? And that's what was trying to be conveyed, right? So we're going to take a listen now to what Kaisen had to say about DDG being left off of the streamer prom. We'll take a listen and hear his thoughts, and then I'm going to give some more commentary.
Now I'm noticing something. Oh, they really crazy. Oh, they crazy. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, they crazy. Unless he must have sent them papers, though. He must have sent them papers, my nigga. That could be the only reason. He must have sent that. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely must have sent them papers.
So what you didn't see in that clip is Kaisen is swiping through the Shade Room Teens post, swiping through all of the pics from streamer prom, right? And noticing that DDG is nowhere to be found, which is to be expected. Y'all both called out the Shade Room and the Shade Room teams and everything else. So why would he be there? Why would he be in a post? You basically told them, you better say X, Y, and Z about me only, or I'm going to take you to court, or I'm going to try to shut you down and everything else. And so they said, skip it. We're just not going to talk about you at all anymore. We're just not going to talk about you at all anymore. And I'm sure the Shade Room is going to post Halle Bailey's new song today, too. And I'm sure the neighborhood talk will too. See, this is what y'all failed to understand. This was one thing that kind of irritated me too with the BET Awards. I understand, Kaisen, you want to have your friends back. I understand. Listen, I'm cool that you want to defend your friends and this and that. But there's a time and a place, and there's a level of professionalism, right? So just like what the situation that happened with Tylil, right? How basically some things got misconstrued or whatever. Originally, they were allowed to bring the minor child or whatever else to the red carpet. Then something switched up where they said that the minor couldn't be there, the child couldn't be there unless you were an ultimate icon, unless you were an A-list celebrity and had kids and this and that were minors. And so Cenat was like, listen, looky here, I'm not going to stream at the BET Awards because if you're going to do my, if you're going to do my peoples like this, I don't need to be there, right? I can turn around and go back home. And everything got worked out, right? Everything got worked out. But then here's my problem. You're on the BET Awards red carpet talking about we went from the EBT Awards to the BET Awards. No. It is still a level of professionalism that has to take place when you guys are invited to these types of events. There's still corporate sponsors and things that people got to answer to. And I respect that you did not want to take a paycheck from BET because you would have felt that they would have censored what you said and how you moved and what you did. But still, there were people that you were bigging up and putting everything on the line for that was not giving that same level of respect, that same level of professionalism. You're going hard for somebody that's basically saying, hey, I'm going to shut down these blogs. I'm going to shut down one of these main sources that promotes these same black celebrities that you were interacting with on the red carpet. And here's the thing. You may or may have not known who Wale was, but you were familiar with Flotus Lauerbaum when you heard the song, right? When you played it or whatever. But you had somebody who said, my client is Robin Thicke, loves you. And then Robin Thicke introduced himself to you and introduced his wife to you. And I think he might have mentioned that his kids liked you. And you looked a deer in the headlights, and I was confused because I'm like, if you know who T.I. is, who collabed with Robin Thicke and Pharrell on Blurred Lines, if you know nothing else, you know Blurred Lines, right? If you know no other Robin Thicke song, you know Lost Without You, you know Blurred Lines, right? You learn Sweetest Love or whatever else. But you nothing. But you know T.I. and you know Kirk Franklin, who came out before Robin Thicke, who was out in the early 90s, you guys. So make it make sense. Like on one argument, it's like, oh, I wasn't born yet, or I was 9 years old. But you know who Kirk Franklin is, and you don't know who Robin Thicke is. Child, I just wish, here's the thing with these streamers, right? It's great that they're getting all this exposure, they're getting all this success, they're getting all this money. But what y'all have to understand is nobody is bigger than the program. Nobody is bigger than the program. And that was what the late David Stern was trying to convey to the NBA players. Those of y'all who do not know, those of y'all who are not old enough, or those of y'all who do not follow sports, David Stern, who was the former commissioner of the NBA before Adam Silver, right? And what happened was, around the time Allen Iverson was in the NBA, right? The athletes were showing up to games. They weren't dressing up. They were wearing, jerseys. They were wearing wife beaters. They were wearing whatever, right? So David Stern implemented a dress code because he said, listen, looky here. I have sponsors, I have advertisers, I have corporations that I have to negotiate your TV deals, your contracts, and everything else with these NBA owners. Every time we have these collective bargaining agreements. And if they see you wearing certain types of attire and everything else, they're not going to want to give you this type of money if they feel like you're not taking this seriously as a job. So then that's when you started seeing, okay, players now, they're wearing suits to the games, they're being a little bit more, flamboyant, a little bit more pushing the envelope with some of the things that they were wearing to these games, but it was still overall professional. It still overall was business casual, right? It still was a level that was saying, hey, I represent the NBA. I represent these corporate sponsors, these advertisers that ultimately can contribute to me making more money in endorsements and other things if I show a level of professionalism. And that's what I really want to stress to Cenat and DDG and some of these other streamers out here, is if y'all want to be famous, if y'all want to be on at the BET Awards and want to be on the Shade Room and everything else, there is certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things to where you can't just be cussing these people out and threatening lawsuits and threatening to take away their platforms just because you have millions of dollars. And then expect them to still post you after that or still invite you to these award shows after that, because now they're going to say, you know what? Maybe the risk is not worth it. Yes, we would like the increased views and the increased exposure to our award show, to whatever, to our blogs. But maybe it's not worth it in the end if it's going to be a potential liability. If it's going to be an issue where people are unprofessional, where people are doing all this cursing, where people are saying the N-word at every other turn and all of this and all of that, maybe it's not worth it. And I'm sorry. Y'all going this hard for a page that is named The Shade Room. Make it make sense. You are upset over a page called The Shade Room. That should tell you in itself that there's going to be shade, whether it is shade from the actual post or it's going to be shade in the comments, right? People are going to have their best drags, their best jokes, their best whatever. But y'all taking this stuff so personal. Y'all are showing that no matter how many millions of followers you have, no matter how many millions of dollars you have, y'all only want to respond when it's positive about y'all or when y'all are quote unquote being liked and being celebrated. And the thing that a lot of celebrities have mastered the art of, especially an artist like Beyonce, is ignoring the haters, is ignoring the negativity, understanding that what comes of this celebrity lifestyle is there's going to be positives, there's going to be negatives, right? Now her mom's going to go off and drag some people, but Beyonce herself, up until this point, really hasn't said anything. Sometimes she might respond in a song, right? She might say something in a song about rumors or different things, but you're not going to see her on these internets complain. So my suggestion at this point is, if y'all want to be recognized, if y'all want to be on the Shade Room, just say that. If you want to still be on the Shade Room, just say that. If you still want to be invited to all of the award shows, just say that. But don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you and then get mad when they decide, hey, it's better that we just don't say anything at all. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.